ReconAthlete.com podcast is brought to you by Lawnman ATX and Kreitz Market.
John, you got 10 minutes, bro?
Man, that's messed up. Remember that one time when I messed up I erased all the sounds off the Rodecaster?
Off the board? Yeah. I remember that.
This time I erased the whole podcast that we just recorded.
I think I did it.
No, well, you were like, "Hey, is it stop?" You like, do I have to hit this record? I said, "No, it's already stopped recording," and then like you popped it out, and then it was like, "Wah, wah."
I pulled out too quick.
Johnny 5 alive. And then, like, I mean, that's the thing, because King Colunga's here. He brought us a bunch of Kreitz Market, and like, maybe that's what it was. We weren't thinking.
Yeah, we're in that meat coma.
I
was out. I told you I was out.
I was like, dang. You know, I mean, then we gave a bunch of shout outs too. We mentioned my cousin Francesca, we mentioned Delfino.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't mention Fano, dude, you know.
Your primo with the A&M tickets?
Yeah, my cousins with the A&M tickets. Well, hey, you know what? I still got some. That means I got stories to tell still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll do this quickly, you know, because these guys got to get back to Lockhart, the LOC. Shout out to Kreitz Market once again. Shout out to the Lawnman ATX. You know, on the podcast that I lost somewhere in cyberspace, I'm still going to try. After y'all leave, I'm still going to try to find it.
I know you're still going to try to find it.
I'm still going to try to find it because I can see it on the file. I just can't open it up. I'm just so frustrated right now. Man, technology, dude.
It's all right, man. We make mistakes. We live and we learn, and then we get better.
Technology, dude.
We get better.
Like, it's like the Terminator, you know?
I know they got like so many versions coming out now.
Cyberdyne or Cynetics or whatever it is. Man, I'm just deflated right now.
It's all good. We're going to get this real quick.
NFL, Dallas Cowboys suck, even though they beat the Eagles. No, I'm just kidding. They're all right. They're all right. I'm not happy with the way they're playing. Like overall, had a good game.
Yeah,
had their tackles back. Had Zeke Elliott running the football. King Colunga mentioned that in the Lost podcast.
Earning that check. Finally earning the check.
You know, I mean, the Lost podcast. Hopefully, I'll find it.
The Lost podcast.
That's a good comment.
I'll find it someday. It's going to be the Lost podcast, episode 19. You know, man, see, I mean, I jinxed it too because I said in the when I was recording, I said it was my good luck. I said it was good luck. Dang, it ain't good luck no more. Number 19 is not good luck no more. But the Cowboys, they won. Big win over the Eagles. They're first in the NFC East. You know, all the Cowboys haters slink back under their rocks, and all the Cowboys lovers, you know, once again, you know, back on top of the world right now. Until after the bye week.
Yeah, 37-10 win over the Eagles on Sunday. But
it's domination.
Yeah, true. It definitely meets the P-Rod Power Index for dominant wins.
Yeah, that's true.
21 at home.
That's true.
So, listen, I mean, the Dallas Cowboys, I believe this, and I'm not gonna waver on it. They're front runners, and they got to play early. They got to get up early, get ahead, and if they don't, then they get hit in the mouth and then they fold like lawn chairs. So, Dak, don't mess up the game. Don't lose it for him. So, and just play your role. You're a game manager.
Yeah, and you know, hopefully, I don't know, man. I'm at the point where I'm like, I kind of want the Cowboys to lose so that Jason Garrett gets fired. But you know, I'm such a Cowboys fan that I don't want them to lose. And like, I want them to lose because I want Jason Garrett fired and I want them to get a different quarterback. But it's the Cowboys, man. It's my team, man. You know, it's like Colunga and the Steelers, man. Like, you don't want to.
We're going through a rough spot too.
Yeah, man. You don't want to see the Steelers lose, man. Like, you know, like, I mean, even if you didn't like the coach, I mean, what do you mean?
I like Tomlin.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like? I mean, I
like Tomlin. Tomlin's a good coach. It's just, man, like losing Big Ben, AB acting like a drama queen.
Yeah,
Bell. I really have no anger towards Bell.
Nah, bro.
He didn't say no crap when he left. He said a few things, but he was just unhappy. He left, got his money. I really feel like we should have let AB go the way we did, and we should have paid Bell, and we still would have had one of our high-power weapons there. Because he could still do it all. He could do what AB did, you know what I mean? Especially out there in the open, like the way the patient running he does with a good line in front of him. He's doing what he can with the Jets, but he had a line in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had a beast of a line in Pittsburgh.
Yep. So, I mean, you know.
He won that paper.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we all do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, I ain't saying like I'm saying this. I mean, hypothetically, if somebody came at you, Colunga, some other barbecue spot, I know you've been to Christ Market for 18 years. They come at you with that money, man. I mean,
to be honest, here's the thing. Like, you're saying that, right? But
are you saying it's already happened?
No. No, these other barbecue spots all around, man, they got money, but I don't think they got Christ money, so they can't offer me that high of a bid. I'm gonna call it out there right now like that.
You know what? I believe that.
They ain't got that Christ money.
That's true, man. Because you were talking about it, man. All them orders that they be doing in the holiday season, people just be, they're like, you're like, man, it's $150 delivery charge, and they're like, I don't need it. Just send it to me. Like,
yeah, man. For 10 rings of sausage, that's like $22. If they want it overnight to New York, man, they'll pay that $150 fee. And I'm like, man, you're crazy. Like, I know Christ is good and all, but like, man, you got to order more than that. At least order more meat to like, you know what I mean? Counteract the $150 you paying in shipping.
Yeah. And we got the holidays coming up. They do turkeys and they do hams as well. So hit up Christ Market. I'll probably hit up I know my mama likes, she likes ham. So shout out, Mom. We'll get you a ham for Thanksgiving. So don't get nothing from HEB. All right, Houston Texans, we mentioned them earlier. I know, Colunga, you're going to go to the game. They're going to play Raiders on Sunday. You're a season ticket holder. Will Fuller pulled hamstring. Kiki Kuti and Kenny Steele is going to be the targets for Deshaun Watson. I'm a big Deshaun Watson believer. Their defense, I mean, J.J. Watt just doesn't seem to exist anymore. I mean, like, they really, like you mentioned in the Lost podcast that, they really don't have a leader over there on the defensive side of the ball anymore, which is kind of weird because, I mean, just because you're not getting sacks, that means you can't be the leader, right? I mean, where is J.J. Watt? I mean, he should still be. You
could be that guy drawing in triple teams, double teams, so you can let your linebackers do work and go in there and feed on them QBs. But the other thing, too, that I didn't say in the Lost podcast was.
I like how y'all just y'all named it. This is the Lost podcast.
The Lost podcast, man. I wanted to say, too, man, the Texans, their biggest problem this year is starting off slow. And, like, coming out in the second half, just going to town. Like, come out in the first half and go to town, rack them points up and let them try and catch up to you. Like, Deshaun, he can do it, man. And, like, they just start off real slow, man. It could be the play calling. You know what I'm saying? Bill O'Brien's just over there like, oh, I'm going to just run a little, pass a little, run a little. Like, he just, I don't know, man. It's just it's real slow in the first half. And then the second half, they come out firing. But, like, bro, you're already behind. Like, don't get behind. Let them chase you, man. Like, and don't even let them get close to you. Like we said, we need a leader on that defense to just beast up and command the D. So.
Yeah. And they did get Gary Conley from the Raiders to kind of shore up that injury-riddled secondary. But, Texans still are 4-3. They got Raiders, as we said. Cowboys are going to be off. Still the trade deadline coming up next week. There's still going to be a lot of great moves. Mohamed Sanu went to the Patriots, Emmanuel Sanders to the 49ers. In the Lost podcast episode, we talked about the 49ers being the best team in the NFC. And we didn't even talk about the Green Bay Packers.
I thought about that just now, too, because they went, that boy, getting 6 touchdowns? Man, I can't stand Rodgers, though. I don't know what it is, bro. Like,
it's because Zach ain't here. We didn't talk about Packers.
I know, man, like, because he would have been all over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stand the Packers. I can't stand Rodgers. And, man, I don't know, man. I just don't like that dude.
I mean, they're
He's doing it.
They're doing it, man. I mean, like, he's got, Scantlin's doing his thing. Geronimo Allison. I mean, Devontae Adams out. You got Alan Lazard trying to step up. I think Jimmy Graham is stepping up a little bit for them.
On Sunday.
I mean, you got 2 legitimate running backs with Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams. Is it Jamal Williams? Right. Yeah. So there's so many different ones. I mean, you got a decent defense. I mean, I'm not a big Blake Martinez fan, but I still owe Zach that jersey. He's all right. He's kind of like the Mexican Van Der Esch. He's all right. He gets blocked a lot.
I don't even think that dude's Mexican. I think he's like Dominican or Puerto Rican.
I mean, whatever, dude. He's he's an Ez. So it's like Van Der Ez.
No, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, So, yeah, I mean, I think the Green Bay Packers could be, in consideration as one of the best teams in the NFC. Dallas Cowboys cannot be anywhere near or close to that conversation, in my opinion, right now, Paul.
You beat the Patriots, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, that's true. So the Cowboys are off this week. They got the Giants Monday Night Football, and they come back. And, we'll see, man. I'm not sold on the Dallas Cowboys.
Neither am I.
Not just yet.
Quit front running.
All right, let's go through this high school slate real quick. Stony Point, McNeil Thursday night. Eastview Weiss Thursday night. Weiss trying to stay undefeated. Lehman Anderson Thursday night as well. And then Crockett and Travis. Cedar Ridge Round Rock Friday night. Big 13-6A battle. Cedar Ridge needs to win this in order to stay in the playoff hunt. Leander and Westwood. Westwood gets a win over Leander. They'll still be 3-3 in 13-6A. Manor and Georgetown. Manor got Georgetown, Hutto, and Cedar Park to end their season. They're 3-0 right now. Man, this is going to be a tough one for the Manor Mustangs, but I think they can, if they do what they do, they play defense and run the football, and it's special teams. I think, man, they got something ridiculous. Like, I don't want to say like 9 special teams touchdowns, something like that.
Hey, man, do you?
I mean, for real,
awesome.
dude. I mean, that's crazy, man. Like kickoff and punt returns, it's nuts. Rouse and Conley on Friday. Brenham and Bastrop. Also 13-5A Division II battle. Brenham 4-0, Bastrop 0-4. Cedar Creek, Elgin, Marble Falls, Glen. Hendrickson, Vista Ridge. Trap game for Vista Ridge, in my opinion, because Hendrickson is 1-4, but they are actually a really good team. So I'll tell you what, Kyle Brown needs to bring it. Make sure that they don't slack off against the Hendrickson Hawks. Pflugerville, Hutto, High Park, and St. Michael's. We got Lake Travis and Del Valley, Austin High and Bowie. That's a big game down in Berger. Lanier, LBJ, Reagan and McCallum, Seguin and Dripping Springs. I might have to go out to Dripping Springs, man. I mean, if I don't go to Westlake Hayes, I might go out to Dripping Springs Friday night. And of course, before we move on, we got to talk a little bit about Westlake and Hayes, and we got an interview here, Paul, that you got with Xavier Green.
Xavier Green, yeah. On the line, we have Hayes running back Xavier Green. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing well. How about y'all?
We're doing pretty well tonight. We're excited about your matchup for Friday. I was kind of looking at some stats, man. You have over 900 yards rushing on the year so far. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Excellent, man. That's a great number to have, and we still have 3 more games to go to finish out the 2019 season and potentially a playoff run. Just real quick, Xavier, tell me a little bit about your thoughts going into the matchup with Westlake on Friday.
Westlake's a really good team, well coached, and they're not going to give us anything. So we're ready. We've been practicing really hard this week, and honestly, we've been practicing all season for these guys. So I think we're ready. I think we just got to, like I said previously, we have to eliminate the penalties and the misplays, missed blocks, and I feel like if we get all that down, then really there's no stop. There's no stopping the spot T at all.
I definitely know what Hayes can do. I've been to a couple of y'all's games so far, so I'm excited to see how Friday night goes. The season's been going along, and we all have goals that we have for the beginning of the season. What are your goals to finish up the campaign for 2019?
Honestly, my goal for me and for my team is to get undefeated, obviously. But for me, it's to get over 1,000, over 1,200 yards on the season. That's been a goal of mine. And really just to play my heart out and play the longest I can. It's my last year, so I want to make it a great one and make it a memory.
That's awesome, man. We really want to give you some shine, and we want to give you a voice to talk to the recruiters and the coaches right now. Tell them, what do you think the coaches, or what can the coaches get from you and a player, and the type of individual that you're going to represent?
Well, for me, I mean, I'm a really physical guy. You might see me and you might think about my size, but I mean, I can handle any honestly. In my mind, I'm the best there is, and that's how it's going to be on the field, no matter what. Every Friday night, I think I prove myself, and I think I prove to every other running back in the district that I am the best, and I'm going to keep striving and keep that mentality the whole time. And in college, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to work, I'm going to get bigger, I'm going to get stronger, and I'm just going to try to be the best I can be.
Excellent. That again, we have Hayes running back Xavier Green tonight. Thank you very much for your time, sir. You have a good one, and best of luck Friday night against Westlake.
Thank you.
All right, so Westlake and Hayes. Hayes trying to stay undefeated in district play. All right, also Friday night, Lockhart is playing host to Kennedy. Lockhart coming off of a 2-game losing streak. Of course, they played Champion and Alamo Heights, 2 very good teams. Kalunga, you're going to be at that game, right? You're going to be on the sidelines?
Yeah, I'll be sidelines.
Be on the sidelines? So you're
I'll
like,
be tweeting about it.
All right.
Play-by-plays, quarters.
All right. We'll follow.
We'll get that dub.
What should follow? Should we follow you on Twitter? What's your Twitter handle?
Yeah, you follow me on Twitter at King_Colunga.
All right, at King_Colunga. And then, of course, Paul is going to head out to Flatonia, home of the Bulldogs, playing the Snook Blue Jays. It says Snook Secondary, but I'm assuming that they're just talking about like the high school.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hope so.
What the heck are they talking about? All right, the Snook Blue Jays, Flatonia Bulldogs. Paul's going to be on the sideline for that. Paul, what do you expect on Friday night?
Number 8, Flatonia Bulldogs, 2A Division II. I think it's going to be a huge domination. I really don't think that Snook's going to stand a chance against the Bulldogs. So, and I think now that they know we're going out there for a second time, I think they're going to come correct. I've been hearing a lot of chirping on Instagram. So look forward to seeing y'all Friday night.
All right, so check out Paul P-Rod. We call him Paul Wall, but it's P-Rod, Paul Rodriguez. He's going to be on the sidelines for the Flatonia Bulldogs game. I'm gonna have to flip a coin because I really want to see Westlake Hayes.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you go to that Westlake Hayes game, you better get there at 5 because
really?
that parking is gonna be ridiculous.
Maybe I'll just. Maybe I'll just park at my parents' house over. They live in Buda.
Yeah, I do it. I do an Uber if I were you.
Uber over there.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's worse than House Park.
I want to do really.
It's worse than House Park.
Dang, I want to go. I mean, I really want to see that Seguin Dripping Springs game because I want to see why the heck Seguin is 4-3 and then 4-0 in district, but we kind of know why.
You know, kind of know why.
Kind of know why they're 12-5A Division 1. All right, college. You know, in Lost Podcast, we talked about the Texas Longhorns and using the last second field goal to beat Kansas. I'm kind of glad that we lost that part about me being out somewhere and not watching the game, but Kansas Jayhawks being led by Les Miles, different. It's a different football team, different game, different culture. Paul,
look, Les Miles, the Mad Hatter is going to do what he does, and he brought in a really good coaching staff to kind of get these guys prepared. And I mean, I thought Kansas was going to give Texas a run. They played Oklahoma very well, but Texas came up with that home W kicker, Cameron Dicker, former Lake Travis Cavalier, to get the W for the Horns. But everybody be on notice, Big 12 ball, Kansas ain't who they used to be. No more just automatic dubs.
Yeah, that's very true. And, of course, Colunga, you're a Texas Tech Red Raider fan, and, you know, you're not so happy these days with the Red Raiders.
Not so happy with them, man. And we got to play Kansas this week, so it's going to be tough.
Is that home or away?
It's at Kansas.
Yeah.
So
it's in Lawrence.
Yeah. We ain't going to be able to throw tortillas at them or anything like that.
Do they still do that?
They still do that.
For real?
Yeah.
They do that at the stadium? But they don't do it because they don't do it at like away games though, right? They just do it at their home stadium.
They just do it at the home stadium.
Because I remember when I went to a Tech game when I was younger here at DKR. And then the fools were throwing tortillas, dude. They were throwing them. Dude, and I was a little kid, dude, a little Mexican kid, you know. I was like, man, you're wasting them, man. I was trying to catch them, hey, give me some peanut butter. Give me some peanut butter. I'm going to catch this tortilla, dude.
Some butter, boy.
Yeah, some butter, some peanut butter.
I don't know the origin of that tradition, do y'all? I know.
The tortillas?
I never read up on it. I just knew they would throw them on there when they scored and stuff like that, and also to tick off the other team.
If y'all listen, if y'all know the story of the origin, drop it down in the comments.
Yeah, I got some Tech friends, man. I'll hit them up and see what's the deal. Are they being racist or like what's going on with that? We'll have to figure that out. I'll hit up my buddy Reed. He's a big Texas Tech Red Raider. All right. Shortened version, episode 19. I'm still gonna find that lost episode, and I'll put that out there as soon as I do. And I want to shout out to Christ Market and Lawman ATX for being our sponsor. Shout out to King Colunga for joining us tonight and bring us to Christ.
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm gonna sleep well tonight. Shout out to Zach Lucetto, who's at the game or the Longhorn volleyball game. Who want to go see Baylor? I guess Baylor's ranked number 1 in the nation.
That's what I read.
Dang, that's what's up. And shout out to Snoop Daniel, who was at the Dallas Mavericks game.
Are we gonna call this episode 18 and a half?
Or
No, this is
19.0.
19.5.
Yeah, 19.5.
Well, we were
19 and a half.
We were last week was 18.
Yeah,
The last episode's 19. Is this 18 and a half?
maybe.
18 and a half.
Well, I mean, regular, because we already did 19, so maybe this is 19 and a half.
Bet.
All right. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right. And shout out to Xavier Green, Hayes running back. Thank you for joining the episode again. And good luck against Westlake Chaparrals on Friday night. All right, Paul, do your thing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all have been enjoying this podcast, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And always hit that bell, and we'll let you know when we drop the episodes.